Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you please to welcome our first speaker, Claire Cockerton, who is the Deputy Head of Level 39, and I know she has some very exciting news for us. So, Claire, welcome.
Thanks very much, David. Am I on? Yeah, sounds like I'm on. Welcome, everyone, to Level 39. I'm Deputy Head of Level 39, and I set it up with Eric van der Klee, my business partner, a couple years ago. I am really delighted to speak at this conference in particular because I trained as an architect at University of Toronto, and my first business was in sustainable architecture. Before I came over to the UK and did an MBA at Imperial College studying accelerators and incubators, and have since spent the last 5 years setting up accelerator spaces, incubators for entrepreneurs, one for Richard Branson in Johannesburg, one for the Guardian Media Group to help them be a more digital-first organization, and here at Level 39, a fintech accelerator for Canary Wharf Group. So it's an absolute pleasure to be amongst architects and designers, as well as the egos of bankers and entrepreneurs. So it's a nice mix. To tell you about Level 39, we are now Europe's largest fintech accelerator. We were set up 2 years ago, and we were formally launched by Boris Johnson, and we're backed by George Icebescu, an incredibly forward-looking chairman and chief executive officer of Canary Wharf Group. And he had this great idea about diversifying the tenancy in Canary Wharf. After the banking crisis, we saw buildings empty here, and we realized we needed to build out a more diverse, multidisciplinary, multicultural community here at Canary Wharf to foster small companies and their growth over time. So it was part of our property development strategy here at Canary Wharf to establish Level 39. So we see ourselves as a global hub for entrepreneurship and for innovation. We have conferences like the one we're having today, bringing together thought leaders, bringing in corporates. We have an executive club lounge, which brings in investors into our space. And we work with small companies to help them grow over time. It's really important that we see ourselves not in isolation. We are part of Tech City. We are part of Here East. We are part of the tech clusters that exist across London. But we want to be seen as a tech cluster that specializes in a few key themes. And there we go. Oops. Sorry. Here we go. And sometimes our technology embarrasses us, which is okay. So we have 4 themes here at Level 39, and I'll explain why. The first is financial services. We feel that we can provide our tech entrepreneurs with great mentors, great investors, and the clients they need in the local vicinity. So it made sense that we were a fintech accelerator. We're also a retail tech accelerator because we have a wonderful mall downstairs and can provide our entrepreneurs with piloting opportunities within the malls. So we're taking the technology we're growing here and developing and refining and testing it out in a living laboratory downstairs in our malls. We also see ourselves as a smart cities or future cities accelerator. We are working with tech companies that are developing new smart city technologies that Canary Wharf will itself procure and integrate into our current building infrastructure as well as our future buildings that we build here on this estate. And finally, cybersecurity. Many of our companies who've been very, very successful, like Digital Shadows, have cybersecurity innovations. So what has happened over the last couple years? We had to create a lot of buzz around this space. It's not good enough anymore just to build an attractive space. to create interactive artwork, which we're famous for, to design spaces for various communities to come into Level 39. But it's really important that we bring this space alive. And we do so through creating content with a great team at Level 39 and at Pivotal Innovations. And we've run a series of events here in the space, and we run programs, and that really activates our space and draws people into it. So we've managed to achieve international exposure. It's really important that developing a workspace that considers itself an innovation hub, that you really interact with tech clusters globally. So we've created friendship agreements with tech clusters in Chicago and New York and Berlin and Singapore. And it's really important that we see ourselves here not just as part of the greater London and UK ecosystem, but part of a global ecosystem. And of course, we've run some great events here, including the one you're participating in today. So how do we do this? We like to launch products. We like to help our tech entrepreneurs showcase their work. We like to bring them on stage here. We run hackathons. In this room, we've had Facebook and PayPal and Stripe run big 48-hour-long hackathons where we're inviting in developers and designers and entrepreneurs to build products together over a very short period of time. And it's an amazing process, because people who've never met each other before come together in a very short period of time. They're posed a challenge. You need to solve this problem. You need to try to crack this code. This is the new business model of the future. What might you do with it? And people come together and they build out an actual prototype which gets demoed after 48 hours. And we feed them pizza and sometimes beer and sometimes Red Bull. But all legal. And they come up with these brilliant ideas. Those are called hackathons. Tons of networking, tons of conferences, and accelerator programs. These are startup competitions and innovation programs that help us 5 minutes, really. Okay. So these are startup competitions which are challenge-led, and they draw in a corporate sponsor who sets the challenge, and we work with startups over the course of 7 weeks to help them refine their product and secure a pilot. So Pivotal Innovations is the sister company of Level 39, and we provide this service. But I'll tell you more about that tomorrow when we talk about the ingredients of innovation. The next thing on the horizon for Canary Wharf is called cognisit, and I'm really excited to tell you about this. And there's a model just in our tech tunnel, which I'd like you to take a look at on your coffee break. But this is Canary Wharf's next project. We are building a smart city. It's called cognisit because it is a city that will think, it will be intelligent, it will be responsive to its visitors. It is 30 acres east of here, east of the city building, and in a previous location it was called Wood Wharf. Some of you may know about it. But it will be a mixed residential, retail, and commercial space, and it will be fully outfitted with the infrastructure and technologies to make us run our buildings in a smarter fashion, using the technologies of the Internet of Things and sensor-based technologies, as well as some of the newest in building information management systems, waste management, utilities management. We want to build the next generation of a smart city. So how are we going to do this? We're going to do this through our programs that we've brought Level 39 to life with. We're running a series of accelerator programs, each with its own theme, to draw in 7 to 10 businesses, startups, to work with a large corporate to build out a new product offering in Canary Wharf. And Canary Wharf is providing the piloting opportunity to do so. This is a really unique way of us engaging with our long-term community, our tech community, as well as procuring some of the most innovative technologies that we want to deliver our products and services of the future as a property development company. It's called Cognicity. We hope to build a sentient city, a city that senses and responds to its visitors, and a city that is managed as a service. So we are able to deliver the services to our visitors, to our tenants, at a very granular level, and charge people for just the services that they use. It's a really interesting concept, this city as a service space. So there are many opportunities for corporations to get involved. We have just launched, and our first 2 programs launch in January. And really, this is about real-world commercialization opportunities for young tech startups, working with the big corporate to help them build out the next generation of smart building technologies. These are some of the examples that we're already trialing in our space. Indoors and reward technology is a loyalty and reward system. Asset mapping maps your physical infrastructure. And we're doing a lot of work around understanding the way users move through our space, what services they use, where they tend to congregate, so we can understand how we are and deliver better quality of service to the visitors in our space. So each of our programs have a theme, and it might be intelligent infrastructure solutions, it might be real-time information or driverless cars, but we hope to test these all out, as well as drones. And I'm sure there are just a ton of brilliant ideas in this room that we'd love to hear from. And we are at the Smart City Expo this week, and at a number of conferences coming up. So please do reach out. We will leave our contact details here. I am happy to answer questions, and I really look forward to a wonderful 2-day conference with, I think, my favorite array of thinkers, of architects and designers and entrepreneurs and innovators. So welcome, enjoy the space, enjoy the time. Reach out to the Level 39 team and let us know how we can serve you better.
Thank you, Claire.